Hey guys, Tahita here with Beauty and the Kinks. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today's video is super different than anything that I've ever uploaded here on YouTube. I'm actually sharing with you guys how I make money as a micro influencer. So yes, I am living proof that you don't need tons and tons of followers or subscribers. You don't need you don't need to have a super duper engaged platform. I am definitely living proof that you could still monetize your content as a micro influencer or content creator. So if you're interested in finding out how I did it, definitely stay tuned. So I did want to insert in here that I have worked with different brands before. Like I've gotten paid sponsorships from Neutrogena, Tresemme. I have worked as a model for My Yellow Organics. I have worked with Aunt Jackie's. I have gotten paid to post about wine. I've worked with a wine company before. I've worked with an electronics company before. I've actually partnered with Curl Mix and modeled for them before. So this is with my limited statistics, okay? I've gotten paid from these brands before. All right, guys. So this video is part one of a 3-part series that I have. I'm gonna be telling you guys how I got paid without having thousands and thousands of subscribers. I am gonna tell you guys that I think I have less than 5,000 subscribers on Instagram. I don't even think I have 200 Facebook likes, and I definitely don't have 4,000 subscribers here on YouTube, but I still managed to monetize my content, and I am gonna be sharing in this video the foundation of that, okay? I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of background about myself. To start off, my name is Tahita. I have been doing this since 2016. I started off as a beauty blogger focusing on hair and makeup, but eventually I kind of wanted more. I wanted to share, my favorite drinks. I wanted to share where I was going to, where I was traveling to. I wanted to share more. So I kind of moved into a lifestyle niche, which was extremely vague. And I'll tell you off the bat, I think I have at least 2 or 3 strikes that would go against what the typical social media guru, social media manager would tell you need in order to make money. So as we've established, I do not have a specific niche. I do create lifestyle content. However, it is not specific. I have food on there. I'll have my dog sometimes. I'll have, decorations. I'll do all types of stuff. So I have my first strike against me, which is I do not have a specific niche. I'm not niched down as the social media gurus would tell you. My second strike is the fact that I'm not consistent. Over the past 3-4 years, life has hit really hard. And I know for me personally, but the entire world just in the last 2 years, we've all experienced something that we've never experienced before. Life happens. And so that it messes up your routine. It messes up your consistency. So even though I have these 2 strikes against me, I have still positioned myself to collaborate and partner with some great brands and get paid. So I am gonna share my strategy. It is a 3-step strategy, and we're gonna move into step 1. So the first step is actually pick your why, or rather know why you're doing this. And the reason I say this is I kind of want to start defining who this video is for in this step. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not, oh, follow me and I guarantee you're gonna make $5,000 every month. This is not that. This is simply a video or series to help you lay the foundation to potentially make money off of your content and grow your community so that you can make even more money as you grow. Pick your why. Know why you are doing this. I do this, and I have been doing it over the last 7 years because I love it. That is my why. I'm passionate about recording videos, taking photos, creating content, editing that content, you know, copywriting it, finding the captions, researching hashtags or what can make my video pop, what's trending right now. I am interested in all of that. I love doing that. So that is my why. If your why is simply, I see people making money off of posting on Instagram and I want to do it too, this is not the video for you. I can't help you. I believe that in order to make multi-million dollars using social media or creating content, I think you have to build a community for that. And you can't build a community out the gate, right? You have to do what you do, and then your community will start to form. So let's lay that foundation by you knowing why you're doing this. Whether it be like, for me, I just love the process, right? That is my why. I love the process of creating content. You could be super passionate about makeup and say, hey, you know what? Makeup has lifted my spirits. I want to create content so that women, men out there who love makeup and don't know how to do it, I want to teach them. That could be your passion. And as long as your why isn't strictly financially oriented, I think this video can be of some help. All right, step two. Step two is creating a list and figuring out who you want to work with. This is where you're gonna picture the brands that are gonna reach out to you or that you're gonna pitch to and say, okay, well, you know what? I love makeup. I really wanna work with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I wanna work with L'Oreal. I wanna work with Tarte. You are going to write a list or create a list of all of the brands and companies that you want to work with. Once you've created this list, you're going to start picking out the products that you would want to get from that company to create content for them. So you want to work with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I know that they have eyebrow products. I'm going to create content, whether it be a video or a photo, or, you know, I'm going to create content that showcases that I can create great quality work. So, you know, showing people how to do their eyebrows. I'm going to create my content around the products that I want to use in the future, the products that I want to get paid to use in the future. So that's what you do with this list. You create a list of brands, and then you think about the products that those brands offer, and then you create content around those products. This leads us to step 3, which is probably the most important step. Content is king. Regardless of if you post every single day, if you post every month, if you post twice a quarter, I'm gonna tell you this, content is king. This is what those first 2 steps have been leading up to, because you need to understand that you are going to be telling a story on behalf of a brand. So that's why I had you create that list of all the brands that you want to work with, because you need to sell the product in a story where people can relate to you, where people can relate to that item. When I say content is king, I mean that you have to put out quality work. And by quality, I don't necessarily mean, oh, you have to have a $10,000 camera, or you have to, you know, have the fanciest editing system. I make reels with my iPhone most of the time, okay? Because it's on the go. So I usually have my phone when I'm vlogging, when I'm outside the house, I will use my phone. So you don't have to have the most expensive equipment. I use Filmora, which is probably one of the most affordable editing software that I have found. So you don't have to have tens and thousands of dollars to invest into creating content. You just need to make sure that the work that you're putting out is quality. With that being said, like I mentioned in step 2, you have to think about product placement. I created a reel, which was kind of like a get ready with me reel. And in the beginning, I had 2 product placements. I did the body wash that I used when I was showering that day, and I had the lotion that I used when I was getting ready to put on my clothes. So that was me creating content around potential brands that I would want to work with. And I'll show you guys those examples here so that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So when you're creating content, you have to think about, will a random person identify with what I'm doing? Will they look at this and say, ooh, that mascara made her eyelashes look so nice? Will she say, ooh, that looks tasty. That beverage that she has, that looks so good. I want to try it. Will a brand say, I could use this. I could put this on my platform, whether it be a website, whether it be their social media platforms. If they can reuse something that you posted, you can make money off of it. That leads to like my step 3.5, understanding that regardless of the amount of followers that you have, the amount of engagement that you have, you can still charge for the work that you created. I say this because brands spend thousands, even millions, depending on the size, on advertising and creating ads, in whether it be magazines or digital ads or television ads. They spend money. $100 to them ain't nothing. $500 to them ain't nothing. Okay? So understand that what you're creating, because you've already made sure that it's quality, you've already made sure that you can place their product in your content, and you already made sure that you're telling a story in the content that you created, they can actually use that. And they can say, you know what, I like how she conceptualized that. I like how he conceptualized that. Let me see if I can collab with them. And that's how you get paid without having tons of engagement, without having tons of followers. Like I said, this is just part 1 of the 3-part series that I will be doing. The next part will be breaking down how you tell stories in your content. I will try to do like 3 different types. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. All right, so the next part in this series is going to be all about the content creation. So the details on how I create content that stand out, content that makes a brand want to work with me. So stay tuned for that. So yeah, that's it for this video. 3 steps. Once again, we are going to pick our why, because if it's money oriented, we're going to get burned out. We're going to get discouraged. It does not happen overnight. So once you pick your passion, once you figure out why you're doing this, you're going to move on and create your list of brands and companies that you want to work with. Once you've established that list, you're going to start creating content around the products that they offer. And then 3, you're going to ensure that the content that you're creating is quality content that tells a story about the product you eventually want to get paid to make content for. All right, so those are the 3 steps. Obviously, I'll have them listed down below, and definitely subscribe. I'm telling you, I'm giving you all the tea, okay? I realize that this is not something that I wanted to keep to myself anymore. A lot of people are discouraged to keep making content, and there are some amazing content creators out there that can monetize their platforms if they just strategize. So definitely hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And yeah, you can check me out. All my socials and everything will be in the description box. Until the next video, guys. See you.